Bonjour, let's go to Carcassonne today, southern France.
So your Ryanair flight to Carcassonne from London Stansted. I'm coming to Carcassonne.
Just landed in Carcassonne, a beautiful small city in the south of France. Welcome to Carcassonne, one of the most extraordinary medieval cities in the world. You just catch the shuttle just outside of the airport. I am going to stop near the famous chateau. That's why I'm here today. Follow me, guys. We're gonna explore the old medieval city. And there you go, guys, the first sight of the chateau for me. Look at that. That's where we are heading to today, yeah? It is a place where nearly 2000 years of history are still standing. Behind those massive stone walls are narrow cobbled streets, towering fortifications, an immersive castle, and stories of Romans, medieval knights, crusaders, and kings. Now, if you are wondering what the hell, food suddenly? Well, I'm hungry, guys. I need to have lunch, and we will see the medieval Carcassonne city, Cité de la Carcassonne, next. This food here is one of the best chicken kebab for me. It used to be my comfort food while I was studying masters in Toulouse. We just ordered like poulet sandwich avec non fromage, avec sauce algérienne, avec frites. A complete meal. Very tasty.
Very tasty.
As we land in Carcassonne and as we approach the city, the first thing that captures your attention is the skyline. 52 towers rise above the landscape, as you could see there, connected by 3 kilometers of defensive walls. We are seeing just one part of it. So those towers, 3 kilometers of defensive walls and 52 towers. At first glance, it almost looks like something from a fantasy film or a medieval painting, but this is entirely real. You could see the modern city down there. It's in a hill so that you could see the view down there. Although millions of visitors come here every year, it still has the remarkable ability to transport you back in time. Before entering the gates, it's worth understanding why this location became so important. Carcassonne sits between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, on one of the oldest natural routes across southern France. Whoever controlled this hill controlled trade, military movement, and communication between regions. Because of this strategic position, civilizations fought over Carcassonne for centuries. That's why the history began with Romans here. Long before the medieval knights lived here, the Romans recognized the importance of this hill. Around the 1st century before Christ, they established a fortified settlement here. Many visitors don't realize that parts of the inner walls they are looking at today actually contain Roman stonework. Some of these foundations were almost 2000 years old. That's the just outside boundary. Now we have just entered inside. If you have ever wondered what it would feel like to step into the Middle Ages, this is about as close as you can get. Imagine what this would have looked like 800 years ago. Instead of tourists carrying cameras, you would have seen merchants arriving with wagons, soldiers guarding the gates, horses crossing the drawbridge, the villagers bringing supplies inside the walls. The entrance wasn't designed to be beautiful, but to stop an invading army. Every gateway forced attackers to slow down. Every tower created another angle from which defenders could fire arrows and crossbows. The entire city was built as a military machine. Ahead of us stands one of the city's most important buildings, the Chateau Comtal that you could enter here. Many people assume the entire medieval city is the castle. Actually, the castle is only one part of the fortress. The city protects the castle, and the castle protects the city. It's a fortress inside another fortress. This extra layer of defense made Carcassonne exceptionally difficult to conquer. The original castle was built during the 12th century by the Trencavel family, this castle, one of the most powerful noble families in southern France. From here they governed the surrounding lands. The castle wasn't intended as a luxurious royal palace. It was built first and foremost as a military headquarters. Just a stone well in the middle of a square that you can see. At first glance, it looks surprisingly simple, but during medieval times, this was one of the most valuable places in the city. Water meant survival. During a siege, armies outside the walls could cut off rivers and supplies. Without water, even the strongest fortress would eventually collapse. Carcassonne had numerous wells inside the walls, ensuring the inhabitants could survive long periods under attack. Continuing through the streets, you will begin noticing details everywhere: stone archways, tiny windows, ancient timber doors, withered carvings. Each building tells part of the city's story. Many have been rebuilt several times over the centuries, yet the medieval character remains remarkably intact. It's easy to understand why filmmakers and historians love this place, don't you think? Almost every street feels cinematic. Stone streets replace asphalt. Wooden signs hang above shops. Ancient buildings line every corner. Although there are restaurants, cafes, and hotels today, the layout of these streets has remained remarkably similar for hundreds of years. This isn't an outdoor museum built to resemble a medieval town. It is the original medieval town. People still live here today. As we continue walking, we will notice the streets are intentionally narrow. That wasn't simply because builders lacked space. Narrow streets slowed down invading forces and made it easier for defenders to control movement through the city. Every corner had a defensive purpose. Every urban planning became part of military strategy. Today, the city has become one of France's most visited historic destinations. In 1997, UNESCO recognized the Cité de Carcassonne as a World Heritage Site. The designation celebrates not only the impressive architecture but also the city's remarkable preservation over centuries. Unlike many castles that survive only as ruins, Carcassonne still feels complete. Walking here allows visitors to experience medieval urban life in a way few places can offer. The peaceful atmosphere you see today hides one of the darkest chapters in the city's history. In 1209, Carcassonne became a target during the Albigensian Crusade. The campaign was launched by the Catholic Church and the French crown against the Cathars, a Christian religious movement that had become influential throughout the southern France. The city was placed under siege. So, Catholic Christians trying to eliminate another Christian sect. Eventually, the defenders faced a critical problem. Water supplies became insufficient. Thousands of people crowded behind these walls. Rather than face starvation and disease, the city surrendered. Its ruler, Raymond Roger Trencavel, that we discussed earlier, the Trencavel family who built originally this Comtal, was imprisoned and later died in captivity. From that point onward, Carcassonne became part of the French royal domain. So it was not part of the French territory until then. Now the king took control. After taking control, the French kings dramatically expanded the city's defense. Much of what we see today dates from the royal rebuilding program. The new towers, additional walls, improved gates, stronger fortifications. For centuries, Carcassonne guarded the frontier between France and the Kingdom of Aragon, making it one of the kingdom's most important military strongholds. That's why the French king wanted this. I have just come outside of the wall and walking along the boundary, so you could see on the left the modern city, which is thriving, and just on the right, the fortified wall and the old city of Carcassonne. Right now I'm walking in the middle of the two times. Wow. Imagine. Is it what we can call time travel? Ooh la la, look at that view against the backdrop of blue sky. Wow, simply wow. The weather is so beautiful. Temperature is 28 degrees. Sunny day. Perfect day for a trip like this. Have you visited any place like this? Please put it in the comments so that it will help others as well. even myself, to plan my next trip. Imagine how life would have been in the past, in the medieval period, within those fortified walls, everyone constantly fearing for their lives. My God. I feel so nostalgic when I even think. I feel some episode of Game of Thrones now.
I always get lost when I'm going around this, and this time is no different. I'm trying to find my way back to the gate. Wow.
Well, I hope I'll find the main gate. But I'm loving this. I'm lost, but who cares in a beautiful place like this? Wow. Maybe getting lost is a blessing, isn't it? What do you think? Comment in the video. Do you want to get lost in a beautiful place like this? Probably I know I will find the way ultimately, so I'm not so bothered. But anyway, getting lost in a beautiful place like this is definitely a blessing. And if I hadn't been lost, I wouldn't have found this particular spot, isn't it? Which shows such a beautiful, amazing view. Wow. Look at that.
So, trust God, you will find the way. There it is, the entry point from where we started. Amazing. Every time I come to Carcassonne and make one tour of this city, old city, it is always one of the best moments or one of the best walks of my life. I think I'll need a coffee now, and then we'll go explore the city center, guys, okay? Stay tuned.
As our journey comes to an end, take one final look around the towers, the walls, the winding streets that we saw, the whole castle. For nearly 2000 years, people have walked these same paths. Roman soldiers, Visigothic warriors, medieval merchants, knights, pilgrims, kings, and now travelers from around the world. And one of that traveler is myself, the Nepali world traveler. I'm trying to be. Carcassonne isn't simply a collection of old buildings. It's a living record of European history. Every stone has witnessed another chapter. Every wall has protected another generation. Every street preserves memories stretching back centuries. Whether you come here for the history, the architecture, or simply the experience of stepping into another era, Carcassonne leaves a lasting impression. And every time I have visited Carcassonne, it has never given me any bad memory. So refreshing. So, come here, immerse yourself in a beautiful southern French weather, but be careful, the temperature could go above 38, 39 in July. August, September. Best time to visit is March, April, May. In front of me is Carcassonne train station. I'm taking train back to Toulouse and I'll fly back to London. If you enjoyed this tour, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which historic destination you would like to explore next. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next adventure.